Moon, dude, I'm going to tell you that much right now. Hey, it's the LeBronosaurus Rex taking on the Raptors. Luka Doncic and the Lakers trying to snap a two-game losing streak. Luka with a step back on Scotty Barnes. He missed Saturday's game versus Portland. Rest. He's well rested. Downtown again, 18 points, 4 of 8 from 3 in the first half. He had 25 on the game. Lakers, they're up 55-54. Third quarter, here comes LeBron James just beating Father Time. Also beat the entirety of the Toronto defense, 71-68. Lake Show up, and then LeBron. Oh, come on, man. You can't give LeBron space like that. 87 to 80.
That was Grady Dick. He gave him too much. He was in too deep in the lane.
LeBron James in the paint. I'm going to just do the highlight. 24 points, 7 assists. Under 7 to go. Lakers on top, 97-85. Hey, Coach J.J. Redick has been critical of this Lakers team, not bottling things up on defense. How about holding the Raptors to 93 points? Fewest points allowed.
With the rotation change, you get some guys back, but Timmy going back in with alongside Aiden, I believe, to start the second. And what did you see with, or was it Jackson?
It was DA.
Yeah. So what did you see from kind of thinking, hey, this is a spot, we want to put him in, give him a shot, and how did you feel like he did?
Oh, he was great. He certainly earned a spot coming off last night where he played phenomenal, and you get the clipboard. Just we had talked about it, so I knew it was coming, but it's still like a little jarring to see the Bando, Drew, Da, like it's a LeBron. It's a big lineup, and they did a good job of playing out of the post during that stretch, and we also were able to get some stops and runs. So I thought they did a good job.
JJ, you can run stats and figure out the first player to do this since then or whatever, but tonight's DA is the third player in Laker history to go at least 10 for 10 with 10 rebounds. It's him, Wilton, Mitch Kupchak, all time. Just how good was he tonight for you, and what did you see in addition to the efficiency, just like spirit-wise from him?
Yeah, he was phenomenal. I mean, he's had a number of these games where he scores efficiently, but really just from a production standpoint to get 20 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, that he's had games like this. It's a huge thing for our team, particularly against teams that read, and that's where I thought he made a huge difference today. There were a couple passes early that we threw to him. One was a lob, one was we were trying to get a steal in early offense for him, and we didn't get him the ball. One was a little high on the lob, and then the other one got deflected, and I thought our guys just continued to trust him, and as the game progressed, he made some really tough catches in traffic, and then was able to score the basketball.
Rui hit a third quarter when it was kind of anybody's game, and it didn't seem like he had as much rhythm since he came back from the calf prior to tonight. What did you see out of what was working for him?
Yeah, well, there was a game earlier this week where he felt like he made a few shots, and then last night, got into a little bit of rhythm. So it's starting to come. The minutes restriction, I think, for him is tough. We were able to expand that tonight. We still had a couple minutes left there on the total, but. Those shots, I told the team this after, those were big shots for us. They really helped when you're getting stops in a game like this. They're top 3 defense in a game like this where it's hard to score and it's a low possession game and it can be a little muddy. Those shots were huge for us.
JJ, I feel like I asked a version of this Tuesday when you had 140 some points against the Hawks. Like, the fact that you're able to get these kind of performances from your team on the second nights of these back-to-backs during the stretch, how do you feel like you can build on that for the rest of the season?
Yeah, this is a very tough time of year for everybody in the NBA right now, and for the teams, and there are a number of teams that have rotation players, starter level players, all-star level players like us that are out of the lineup or in and out of the lineup. It can make an already difficult stretch of the season even more difficult, and the guys have done a great job of just getting through this stretch, fighting, and really we're starting to get healthy, and hopefully we get AR back soon. two very different games, to be honest with you. This was this was a 95 possession game, so a very low possession game, and the Atlanta was up and down and back and forth and a lot of transition. But we knew that for us against their defense, we had to slow this thing down, and that's where the zone came into play.
So Drew just transitioned out and wondered, obviously you saw his performance last night, and you had a couple of moments with him on the court tonight. What do you make of a guy, coming in like that, playing out of position and finding a way to contribute like that?
Very good for him. He made some big plays today. Obviously he played great yesterday, but just to not play before and then just come in, we asked him to do some things and he did it. So it's unbelievable. How did the groin feel for you? It's okay. Not bad. Do you think it's something that you're just going to kind of have to deal with for a little bit, or do you feel like it impacts you? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but obviously going to try to play through it. And then last one for me, what did you see defensively from the group tonight? I think it was one of the best defensive games we had. They scored 93 points, which is awesome. Gives us a better chance to win. Playing physical, playing fast, and I think we did a great job today.
Luka, what did you make of sort of DeAndre's spirit tonight? Obviously the numbers are what they were, but just kind of the way he approached the game tonight?
Oh, very good. When he plays like this, focus on both ends, it helps us a lot. It helps us win games, and that's what we need for him.
Luka, when do you feel your best when it comes to your three-pointer? Obviously, you're taking a lot of them off the dribble, and I feel like last week or so, there's been a bit of an uptick there. When does that ball feel best for you?
Oh yeah, lately I've been shooting a little bit better, but still far from. I know what I can do. I don't know when it feels the best. Just having my legs and then getting to the shot.
Luka, how mindful do you want to be in terms of looking for DeAndre, making sure you're feeding him the ball? I think JJ was saying that he wanted you guys to focus on making sure he got some touches, especially early in games, not necessarily just today, but in recent games.
Yeah, like I said, it's very important. He's a very important guy for us, very important on both ends of the floor. So we got to look for him a lot. We got to look for him more, and if he plays like this, it gives us a way better chance to win.
Luka, you guys have an 8-game trip coming up. How do you try to approach a long trip like this?
Same way. We're getting paid to do this. Shouldn't be any excuses. So I know it's going to be a lot of traveling, but we get paid to do this, and I love it.
Tonight was game 41 for you guys. What would you say about the first half of the season, and what are the things you'd like to see in the second half?
Oh, it's not a bad record. Obviously, it could be better. But then sometimes if we play like this and we play like we played against Atlanta, it gives us a lot of better chance to win. So just got to look at those two games and play like that.
Luka, the 93 points, I believe, is the lowest amount of points you guys have allowed this season. Why do you think the defense found so much success tonight?
We just listen to our coverage, playing fast, talking on the court. So I think those three main things for us.
Thanks, Luka.
Thank you.
You offensively, how key was that ball movement tonight? How important was that for you guys to get that going?
I started with our defense, bringing energy to the ball. Guys cutting, moving energy, ball fighting energy, and that's what happened tonight. Luka and Bron putting pressure on the opponents and in their paint. Spraying off of threes, getting lobs and dump offs in the dunker. It was all in rhythm tonight.
How much credit do you give that zone defense? JJ said you guys have been working on it. You've been drilling it, and you guys have bought in.
Yeah, that thing got us going. I think really just talking and communicating, getting the blood flowing. Knowing who got your back out there, and the coaches seeing what works, and just seeing different coverages, throwing at the team and seeing what they can throw back at us.
Yeah, when you came here, you talked about how this was an opportunity of a lifetime, especially after everything you had just recently gone through. What does a night like tonight do for your confidence?
Keep going. Just keep going. Play hard every day. Yeah, that's about it.
So this was a Raptors team. They didn't have a lot of size at center tonight.
Raptors want to face a team like that in Denver with their situation going on. Like, how does that help you as someone who can catch and punish some of those smaller players, smaller post players?
Yeah, I just want to give my playmakers confidence in me, to know that I can punish those mismatches throughout the game. And, when they're switching out 1 through 5, I can, just be a glass cleaner and just give us extra possessions.
Tonight was game 41 for you guys, so you're halfway through the regular season. What stands out to you about the season thus far?
We're staying together. There's times where we had, slump moments, and, guys in here, we cool and we tight. So it's more like, just keeping our head and, not really listening to noise and working on us. It's a process, and I feel like tonight's another step in the right direction.
You didn't want to talk about not missing a shot in Philly, so I'll give it a shot. What do you think you're going 10 for 10?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know, that's pretty cool, but I definitely give it up to my teammates. They find me in the most easiest spots ever, and I got some easy ones tonight for sure.
What does it mean that being talked about in the same breath as Wilt Chamberlain and who was it?
Shaq.
Mitch Kupchak.
Shaq. Yeah, that's the thing is I never thought I would even be a part of. I'm definitely honored and appreciative. But I love this game, so hopefully I get more of those.